What is up, guys? My name's Simian. My name is Yen. I play The Sims. Did you see what I did there? Alright guys, there's a couple things that we're going to be talking about today, including EA laying off 6% of their employees, Simmers mad because CC paywalls continues to exist after the announcement that paywall was no longer going to be a thing after 2 weeks, and we are also going to be talking about some growing together issues and many Simmers concerns about the EA app bugs and glitches, and how the Sim gurus have just been too quiet lately. Now we are going to get into the first topic, which includes EA potentially laying off even more than 6% of employees. And thanks for the hint for the hint, she actually took to Twitter saying that EA is set to potentially lay off 6% of its workforce as the company looks to its future of building games. And now we go ahead and click inside. It does present to us an article by Andrew Wilson, who is the CEO of EA, and he does go on to state saying that as we near the end of this fiscal year, I'm writing to share an update on our business. So guys, it's getting a little serious, and he does go on to say even amidst macro uncertainty, EA is operating from a position of strength. Our business is gaining momentum as we continue to deliver high quality games and amazing content across some of the largest, most beloved franchises in the world. We are leaders in a dynamic industry with new audiences, new technology, and new media trends fundamentally reshaping the world around us. This level of transformation creates power, opportunity. Now more than ever, we must be focused on our strategic priorities, building games and experiences that entertainment massive online communities, creating blockbuster interactive storytelling, and amplifying the power of community in and around our games with social and creator tools. Now I will get into my thoughts and opinions towards the end, so please just stay tuned for that. I'm also going on to read more of the article where he states, I want to extend my deep appreciation to all our employees who have contributed to our incredible story so far. It's through your love of games that we continue to deliver on our mission of inspiring the world to play. Looking forward, we are focused on writing our next gen great chapter by bringing more amazing games to more people around the world, inspiring them to build community, participate in shared fandom, and have joyful experiences. He did go on to mention previously before this paragraph saying, as we drive greater focus across our portfolio, we are moving away from projects that do not contribute to our strategy, reviewing our real estate footprint, and restructuring some of our teams. These decisions are expected to impact approximately 6% of our company's workforce. This is the most difficult part, and we are working through the process with the uttermost care and respect. So guys, of course, the Simmers took to Twitter to announce their concerns, and someone by the name of Narby Sim said, geez, they already didn't have enough people. Packs are going to go even more downhill. And I have to agree with this, especially because it's coming from EA themselves. And someone else by the name of Scooter Brent said, yeah, I have noticed a trend with companies with the pandemic and even with social distancing being eliminated in most companies, there have been more layoffs than hirings. The layoffs even at my own work have been tough too. I also think EA and its online communities have decreased too. And this goes on to really talk about the fact that this could affect future packs for sure, just because we've already seen a not so trending, consistency when it comes down to EA and the packs that have been delivered, such as My Wedding Stories, which was one of the game packs that literally still to this day is just not doing well, as well as High School Years. And a lot of CC is not compatible with this game because of just the lack of bugs and glitches, and because of the world not being fully of what they even promoted within the trailer. A lot of people still feel like this pack fell short. And speaking of packs that fell short, a lot of people are still feeling this way about growing together. Not only the map was the biggest concern, but also the fact that they hid behind paywalls when it came down to changing tables and just more things that the infants were able to do. Now clearly, if you do not have this, infants also lack a lot of milestones and what they could actually be providing as far as more gameplay. Now I did go on myself to go look into the EA website, and as you guys can see, the more they're promoting all of these game packs, it does seem to worry me about what could potentially happen for the future of The Sims 4 and where do they choose to take it. Now I wonder if they are going to eliminate some things, and I did go into Electronic Arts to see what they were hiring, and when I looked, guys, I mean, yes, they might be getting rid of 6% of people, but as I'm looking here, there's over 296 pages of this. 298 pages of this entire thing of where they're going as far as hiring. So I'm very curious, and I'm curious to hear your opinions to see what you guys have to say about this too. I also want to give my thoughts and opinions, and I have to say, I do think with this whole layoff is because of AI. I really do. You guys let me know down below in the comments, but AI has just been trending everywhere, and it's honestly, no matter where you look, people are talking about it, and I definitely think it's the future of where not only The Sims, but games in general are going, and they're taking jobs from people. You guys let me know down below in the comments your opinions on that, and I don't know. I do feel like with EA laying off more than 6%, we don't know if it's going to be at max's match, and we don't know if it's going to be towards The Sims, which is why it's a little nerve-wracking as to what could possibly mean for The Sims as far as the future and what it upholds. Now, again, I am very curious to hear your opinions. You guys already heard mine, but again, I really want to talk about this because this could lead to, I don't know. I don't know. I'm a little nervous about this. I'm not going to lie. But with this next topic I am going to get into, it's about growing together and how people are still experiencing bugs and glitches, including a subscriber going ahead and tweeted me by the name of WaterWave Productions, said, "At The Sims is the poster child for releasing SHIT and getting paid. Y'all need serious competition. Oh, at EA, get rid of the head of The Sims." Now, there was 2 pictures attached to this tweet, and as you guys can see, left infants sleeping in the crib. Instead of energy increasing, it is decreasing while one parent is off the lot. And as you guys can look at the energy, it is going down. Another slide said, "How can an infant hone the wellness skill?" And as you guys can see, it says hone wellness skill. The energy is going down while the infant is angry. A lot of people were actually having this issue before, and if you guys are familiar with the Sims 4 wellness skill, I have no idea. For some reason, you couldn't tell me twice why an infant has the wellness skill. It makes no sense. Now, as you guys can see, level 1, it can perform various yoga poses, meditate, and give a massage. You can boat pose in yoga, may offer, relaxation tips. Like, it just doesn't make sense as to why an infant would even have these. Now, if you go onto EA Answers HQ, there is actually multiple different people having the same problems when it comes down to infants and toddlers. And I'm guessing ever since the update, this has just been a continuous thing because, again, I've been like, I played a little bit of it, but guys, besides the videos that you guys have seen, I haven't been able to access as much gameplay as I wanted to over these past couple weeks, just due to my other social medias. But we're actually going to get into a couple of Simmers tweets, and someone by the name of Devilman said, "Caring for kids in The Sims would be a lot easier if every single toddler interaction were not insanely broken." Another Simmer actually tweeted by the name of Moneybags T said, "The Sims at EA, all of our packs are glitched out. Now the werewolves are glitched. The Sims 4, I really wish somebody would start a lawsuit against y'all for selling a broken game for the last 9 years." And guys, this has been a continuous issue that the Sims 4 team has yet to address, and I just don't understand why. I'm very curious to hear your opinions on this topic, and as well as your thoughts about what you guys think is going to happen when it comes down to growing together and if they're going to address these issues. Now, the next topic I want to get into has to do with, of course, CC and mod creators. Now, we do know that CC and mod creators shape the game for the better when it comes down to the Sims 4, and they have provided so much gameplay and just overall better options than EA has ever provided when it comes down to the packs that we are getting. And of course, we love it. We all, we want more, but it does come at a price when it comes down to when will we be getting them. And a lot of people feel like because the Sims 4 CC creators still hold behind a paywall, I mean, this is like weeks and months even after release, a lot of people are feeling frustrated and wanting this to be overall free now. Now, again, this is relevant only because as of February 28th, we did get a release of only exclusive EA subscriber members, and it was only for PlayStation. Now, this threw the community in an uproar, which I understand the issue, and to be honest, I thought the PJs were not all that. I mean, I don't understand why they tried to hide this behind a paywall. They thought they ate, and they didn't, okay? But the latest set of pajamas is only available if you're a subscriber to EA's game subscription model, EA Play. If you subscribe to this service model, then you'll be able to unlock the set, and this is from the simscommunity.info's article page. Now, this is important because this does go back to the whole mods situation where EA had to release a new policy when it came down to CCs and mods because creators were stuck hiding behind things on paywalls. It does go on to say, offer an early accessive intensive for a responsible amount of time. After responsible early access period, all users must be able to access the mods in full for free, regardless of whether they donate. Now, this was very controversial when it came down to a lot of mod and CC creators because people felt like they should be getting paid no matter what. At the end of the day, they're still giving their hard-earned time. My opinion on this, and I've spoken about this before, I do understand that it's very controversial when it comes down to this specific topic, but all I'm going to say is, do I think that they should be getting paid for their work? Yes. Do I think that they should be hiding it behind a paywall longer than 2 or 3 weeks? Absolutely not. At the end of the day, you are using EA's codes and you're still using the game to gain money off of it. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, it's just not worth the lawsuit, and I don't understand why they do this, but I have been going on to some CC creators where it's been about 3+ years and their stuff is still behind a paywall. Now, again, I do feel like at the end of the day, it's their decision whether or not they want to do that, and us as creators cannot be mad. All we can do is just be like, okay, we're just gonna go find somewhere else to do, to go get a CC. I don't think it's necessarily right to bash them because if they feel like they should be getting paid for their work, that's how they genuinely feel. deal. But I also feel like if EA already set out a specific rule saying do not do this because X, Y, and Z, at the end of the day, you are still using their game for, you know, what you're adding stuff to their game. At the end of the day, it's still their game. You know what I mean? And it's just, to me personally, it's not worth, you know, any lawsuits. But you guys let me know down below in the comments how you guys feel about that. And we're actually going to get into the very next topic with this being said. Now, we know that console have been going through it ever since they dropped the new update when it came down to January 31st. Shortly after Behind the Sims Summit aired, they did announce the new console controls that affect simmers till this day. Again, some simmers are still tweeting back to the specific tweet, and someone by the name of, you know, at jaw1926 said, is it a problem for anyone else on PS5 where one of your packs randomly seemed to have deleted itself even though it still shows up as an owned pack? Now, I've seen a couple of people have this exact same problem, and of course they're always leading people to EA Answer HQ, where the community manager actually responded saying that we truly appreciate all the feedback you've been sharing on these changes. It's abundantly clear the Sims 4 community feels passionately about this topic, and we're doing our best to ensure the console experience is as best as it can be, but unfortunately it has still not moved. Nothing has been changed, and console is still going through it. Now, as you guys can see, the update was January 31st, and that was a couple of months ago. And again, it's like, where are the changes happening? You guys keep saying your team's as large as ever, but at the same time, no moves have been made. There was an amazing simmer who actually tweeted by the name of @Leah_simmer saying, with all this hate towards console, let's have a little console train, retweet and tag any console players you love or would like to join a group. And this is solely for consoles, for the people who are out there who play console and want to join a group to be able to talk about different things and what else someone else is experiencing. I know console makes up, you know, people always like to put, you know, console as like, we're just in the corner, not a lot of people play on it, so it's not as important. And I don't think that's true. If you guys know me, it's been a little bit over a year since I've joined the PC community, but the whole time before that I was on console. And when I tell you guys that I just wish people played on console just so I could talk to them, so I really highly, you know, encourage you guys to go join that group just to be able to associate and talk and you know, just talk about things that some, not all, but some PC players wouldn't get when it comes down to your frustration in things within the game. But anyway, guys, with all those topics being talked about, including console, including the whole CC and mods and being behind paywalls, as well as EA, you know, shortening up on their staff, I'm very curious to hear your opinions and what you guys have to say about that. Again, I love that we have built this community here on my channel, and I appreciate every single one of you, whether you're a silent subscriber or, you know, you just watch my channel and you share it, or you're commenting, just anything to help out and promote my channel. I 110% want to say thank you so much, because I truly am so grateful for this community we have built here. Again, the community is all about just sharing our opinions and our thoughts, regardless if we disagree or agree. As long as we keep it respectful, that's what this community is all about, to express and talk about all things Sims. You guys have been so supportive to me, and again, I cannot thank you enough. When I get to 20,000, we are doing a giveaway. So again, thank you guys so much for riding with me, and we are on the road to 20K, and I will see you guys all in the next video. Bye.